Hello, crafty friends. Welcome back to my craft room. I'm Yvonne with Amjur, On My Mind, Journaling, and More. And today I am back in my January signature. We've got it all together. Last time I put together the rest of the cover. I put this lovely velvet ribbon on. I love the way it feels. I'm very sensory oriented. So this is in the kit that I have on my Etsy shop, along with the beads to make some sort of bead dangle. And I think there's some papers and stickers and such. And then I put the velvet ribbon on the back, so it kind of looks like it's tied together. There's only a bow on the front, but I love the way it feels. And I love the colors in keeping with the theme for January, which is clean and fresh. So today is January 3rd, and I want to go ahead and get started on getting some things into my journal. I don't want to do the journaling. I don't want to have to do a giant catch up at the end of the month, but I'll give you a sneak peek on what's going to be inside this January signature. So right here, of course, will be a pocket, and then I'll do the journaling prompts as a tag in front. And then this will be like an intro page to introduce 2026, kind of like a vision board. And I found these two like images that I cut out. This one I like. It says 12 new chapters, 365 chances. I love it. It goes with the theme of a fresh start. So that will be in the works. This page I want to use to document all the beautiful things throughout the year. I use the hashtag beautiful things are all around us. It's a long hashtag, but I started using it when I had my blog, which if you've been following me, you know the story that I had to give that up. But I do still continue from time to time to post beautiful things. So I will be documenting those throughout the year. Then here I want to document self-care. I don't take enough time for myself. I'm always doing for other people, which I enjoy, and I'm not going to stop that. But I do not slow down and take the time for myself. And so I want to document ways and, actual days that I have done something specifically for myself. I have a few things in mind for this page, and then I thought it would be fun. I think in December I went and did grocery shopping for like 3 weeks, so I didn't have to do it, and the bill was over $500. And so it's like, what am I doing wrong, or are things truly have they gone up that much? So I'm just going to document here the price of, let's say, eggs, the price of bread, and I just I think that would be fun to look back on, and something I've not done before. So now I have a space to do it. And then I'm going to here document books I've read. As you know, in 2025, I set a goal to read 5 books. I'm not a reader, um, but I did manage to read 4 books. I started a 5th one, but I did not get through it. So I tend to read more in the summertime when we go to the pool. I bring a book and I read. Get in the pool, come out, sit in the sun, and read. So I will document the books I've read, the shows I've watched, and the movies we've watched. I just think it would be fun to look back on. And then here, I'm going to track 12 months of the monthly themes. So for January, it will be a fresh start, right? And so I'll document, probably I have to fit 12 months on this one page. So it'll be small, but January will be a fresh start. and then so on. The same with the monthly prompts will be here, just to see them all on one page. Then I thought it would be fun to do a seasonal bucket list. So spring, summer, fall, winter. So this will be in 4 sections, and then specific things I'd like to do. Whether I get them all done or do them all, I'm not sure. This is where we're going to start today because I want to get started on it. I think this is going to be pretty fun. I've seen other journalers doing this, and so I was like, I'm going to try it. And I have a template here of how I want to set things up. So for January, oh, and at the bottom, I want to put a quote for the month. Looking for my pen. So at the bottom, I still need to find a quote that I want to use here. So that will be at the bottom. But so for 2026, wonder if I should write up here scrap of the day or a scrap a day. January. Let's see. My handwriting is not all that great, but I'm going to try. Use this blue pen. Guess I'll use this top section and put January. I'm going really slow because I know my handwriting is not all that good. January. And I also need to make sure I spell it correctly. And then maybe I'll write in very small letters a scrap a day. I just think it will be fun to look back on some of the scraps from the month. I have, here they are. I thought I lost them. I have already found 2. So this will be for the first. I think I'll start them here. Let me see something though. I think it has to be like 5 across, 7 down. I think that's how I planned it out. Let me look at my template. Yeah, 5 across, 7 down. So here is the first scrap of the day for January 1st. And I hope to do this every month. Where's my glue? Here we go. I think it's just a fun little thing to add. Why not? Okay. And so I'll go, there's the first. I'm not going to write anything on it other than what I've done here. And then down at the very bottom on this page, I'll add a quote once I can find a quote. Now, here's this one for the second. And then today is the 3rd. But I really haven't picked one out for today. Let me make sure I get these. Wonder if I need a little gap in between. Let me leave a little space. But I kind of want it to be uniform. Okay. All right. And then the quote will be down here. So that's kind of the plan for the front of this particular signature. Now, February won't have all of this in it. But I was excited to add these features in the front of my journal because I just, like I said, I think it'll be fun to look back on. And now let's get to New Year's Day. And let's see what I got. This, let me see. Okay, so this whole thing was going to be New Year's Day. I don't have a lot of pictures. I did print pictures. So let's see. I planted arugula. Excuse me. My husband smoked a spiral, honey glazed spiral ham. Let's see, I have this. I spent the day pretty much crafting all day, which was fun. I have this picture. I'm just kind of placing things. There's just a picture of that. I recorded here. In here, my granddaughter made us breakfast. Wow. So I am already already struggling with space. I'm thinking. And what I also have to figure out is I bought this. It's a sticker a day, 365 days, but they're so transparent. I'm just not sure they're going to show up. I had thought about putting it on a piece of cardstock to make it stand out so we knew it was a day, and I may still do that. This is just a punch that I have, or just on the page. I think it'll stand out better on the back of this. So I'm going to do that for the first. What's happening? Is this not a sticker? What is this? It should be a sticker. Let me read the box again. Masking tape. Okay. Oh, here we go. It's coming up. All right. See, you barely see it. But I will put that there. Yeah, you can see it better on the cardstock. Now, it does have the day of the week, Thursday, but I wonder if I shouldn't write the day of the week with a marker, which I can do. My eye is burning. Why? I'm getting sick. I think I said in the last video my throat's bothering me a little bit, which is just great. What color do I want to use? I'm looking at my markers. Clean and fresh. Maybe I'll use purple. So at the bottom here, I'm going to write, I'm second guessing myself. The first was Thursday. So I'm going to have my handwriting all in this journal. Thursday. Whoa. Okay. And Happy New Year. This was just in my stash. Let's see. And the envelope is on the other side. So I'm going to just kind of start putting things down. And my plan is to journal around things. Sometimes I may add a journal spot. There's a sticker. I guess I'll glue this down at the top. Right. That's that. Now I haven't made any tags or anything for January. I have a whole box of stuff I haven't really gone through yet. I think I'm going to wait on this picture because I'll have the journal tag in the front of the book. This will be fun. Huh, I wonder if I should put the price of the ham. So that's why I saved this. All right, let's work on this. So, Happy New Year. I've already started my garden. I could even make this into, this is a photocopy of the actual seed packet. And I was excited that I could actually put the whole seed packet and still have space. So I really, really was excited about that. I think this can go here and here. These are just photos of what I was working on yesterday. I'm going to put those there, kind of like that. This is the first, so I'm going to cover up that 2. Maybe I'll do the same with the 4. Well, actually, then you won't really know that it's some sort of calendar. So there we go. I could make this into a pocket for some type of journal card. Let's see. I have this one. Do I want to use that? Let's see, those are on. And this is going to be for the 2nd. I think that's too big for that pocket. I've got some tags. This is clean and fresh. I like the leaf. And it's blank on that side. Yeah. I'm going to cut this down a little bit and then tuck it into that seed pocket. I think I can cut it about right past the stem. How about that? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Now I need some cardstock for this. I'm spreading out here. I'm liking the fact that I have this much space. I like the Happy New Year on the seed packet, but I want to get this on some cardstock. Just anything will do. Just to give it some sturdiness. I'm sorry if I keep clearing my throat. My throat is bothering me a little bit. I'm hoping this will clear up before we head to New York. It's just a cold. It can't possibly be anything worse than that. I've had all my shots. I think I said that in the last video too. I will be so angry if it ends up getting worse than what it is. Although it started last night and it hasn't really progressed through the day, so I think it's just some sort of cold. Time of year, I guess. All right. Oh, and here's the price of, too. Look, the seed packet has the price. Now this is going to be a pocket. I was contemplating rounding the corners, but I'm just going to leave it. Just going to leave it like that. Oh, I'm so excited to get the first page done. So close to the new year. And I know next week is going to be tough. I already know that. because of the trip to New York. And I know there'll be some months where I have work travel, and then summer, there are days when we're at the camper. There's going to be times when I can't get to the journaling every single day, and I know that. But on days when I can get to it, I certainly want to get to it. I enjoy getting out in my journal, working on it. All right, I wanted to put this on the seed packet. I am loving this first page. I think I say that about everything. So, all right, Happy New Year. Now, I wonder, before I put these pictures in, I want to go back to that, the price of. And I wonder if I don't want to just put stuff like this on here. I think I'm going to just see how it goes. I'm going to put this image right kind of in the center. Image of some money. $100 bills. Oh, 100, a 50, a 5, 200s, a 50, a 5. That looks like a 10 or a 20. So yeah, the price of things has definitely gone up for sure. Or I'm doing something severely wrong. I do tend to get things that are a little bit easier. I buy a lot of produce. I know that adds up to. Went to the grocery store today and spent $300. I don't know what's going on. We're 3 people. Help. I need help terribly. All right. Now, there's the money. I want to write the words, the price of. And what color did I use? I guess I'll just use this blue. And write. Where should I put it? I don't want to take up too much space. I'll just put it down here. I'm just going to go for it. The price of. There we go. That's all I'm going to do. Then I am quickly going to run out of space if I do it like this. Thoughts on this? Wonder if I could do a pocket. Write down some things. So it was $2.48 a pound. I'm going to think about this. If you have any thoughts on this, let me know, because, well, this would work. So let's say I buy a dozen eggs. I'm not going to have a label to put on this page. And if I have labels, I'm going to run out of space. I think I've already just made up my mind. And other than this being consistent, I'm not going to worry about colors, because as I progress through the year, the colors are going to change, right? But I have an idea. How about I just jazz it up a little bit, and I'll use a highlighter, and then come back and put Spiral cut ham, I guess. I'm going to write small. Mind frame, yep. Spiral cut ham. And then I didn't leave myself enough space. I'll add some highlighter. A little bit more. And what did we say? It was $2.48 a pound. I didn't leave myself enough space. Okay. $2.48 a pound. There we go. I like that. I have plenty of those mild liner pens. I really love these. I may end up with more, purchasing more. All right, so that's the price of scraps of the day. Let's get back to here. I might even pop that in there just because. So now I have the two images. I can write here and here. So we woke up. My granddaughter made breakfast by herself. It was wonderful. She did a fantastic job. I'm going to look. I do have some tags and things that I kept. Oh, I kept this because it says designed in New York. Yep. Just wonder if there's anything I want to use. I'm flipping. I don't have much in this box. A snowflake. That's kind of cute. Like the smiles. I'm just looking and looking. I don't want to bulk this book up right now. I have some, and then I think the rest are just tags. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to pull out some stuff. Oh, I have these stickers I could use too. Oh yeah, I'm going to fill in with some of these stickers. Okay. So I've got some journaling space here. What about these? Excuse my voice. I apologize. I'm going to put that up there only because I like it. For no other reason than it's cute. It smiles. It's a new start. Anything goes. I think I'm I'm excited to have this much space to work in. So here we go. There. Smileys. Okay. And I do want to mount these photos on something. Almost wonder. Let me take this out. As I can write down there too. No, I'm just going to mount them. And I'll write here, here, and then here. And then let me trim some of this off of this photo. And come on. I print these photos with the border and then half the time end up cutting the border off. Maybe. All right, so what color do I want? I have this blue envelope. Doesn't even have to be a color. It can be, I've put together, I did go through my and put away December and kept out what I thought I would use. So I have some things. Lots of papers here. What's down there? Right. Throat's catching. I have that blue. I could use that blue. Let me see what's in here. Let's see what this looks like. I mean, I think no on that. I have some things in here. Sorry, that was probably really loud. What about these? This is from an envelope. It says, please recycle. I am going to make a decision here. I think I'm just going to use the blue because I really only want them to stand out, and it sort of matches the blue envelope. Well, let me find my glue book. Come on. Oh, these are the photos. What did I do with it? Here it is. I buried it. I like to use this on the photos. Excuse me, my voice is... I'm going to put this on pause. Sorry about that. I was going to about choking on my throat here. My throat is getting dry because I've been talking, I guess. But I am determined to get this page done and say I have a page done in my journal. And I might as well back this one with the same blue. She was so excited to make breakfast, and honestly, so was I, because it gave me a little break. She's old enough to do that kind of stuff now. This afternoon, she made boba tea, which I don't really care for boba tea, but she does. She likes that stuff. I tried boba tea. I think I was in Illinois, and I was like, oh, they have this boba tea place. I cut that too short. I'm gonna go try boba tea, and I was like, oh, this is disgusting. I did not like it at all. I threw it away. I spent a lot of money on boba tea and then ended up throwing it away. So live and learn. All right. And I'm loving the space that I have here. So I think my journaling will just go right in here. Yep. I might add, oh yeah, I have the stickers. But I think I want to write some captions before I do the stickers. Happy New Year. And I guess I'll get that blue marker. Does that blue marker show through? No. Okay. Let's see. Breakfast, anyone? I'm just going to put a little, yeah, we'll do it like this. Breakfast, anyone? She was so excited. Guess I'll put a question mark. Now, and this was, where's my note? I've buried my note. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna write ringing in the new year. Well, it says Happy New Year. I gotta remember I have all this space too. I'm just gonna write 2026 right up here. 2, 0, 2, 6. You know what? I'm not gonna mess with it. My handwriting is, I don't like it, but I have to do it. I have to incorporate it. Let's say smoked ham. Ham. Okay. Now let's look at those stickers. I'm going to journal right here, I think, but look. These are thick stickers. I'm going to use the balloons right here, just so that there's something there when I take out these two things. Yeah. And then, let's see. I have no idea what that says. All right. What I liked some of these words. Let's see. I don't do resolutions. January, midnight. We went to bed at 10:30. Anybody stay up? Not us. A new me. New adventures ahead. Oh, the best is yet to come. Let's get that one. Oh, is that going to fit right in that tiny little space? Right here. The best is yet to come. Further down. Okay. Where'd the other one go? Oh, new adventures ahead. Ooh, there's an amazing food one too. Huh. When else am I going to use that? Amazing food. All right. Oh, I don't want to cover up the... Let's put it right under the balloons. Okay. All right. Now I've got my regular journaling space right here. I'm going to write, we went 10:30 last night. We spent today at home. I just want to see how this layout is going to look. We spent the day at home. Bree made us breakfast. And I'm going to put in parentheses, scrambled eggs and I think we had biscuits or something. I can't remember now. Did I write it down? I did not. Robert smoked a honey glazed ham and made a bourbon glaze. Went for a long walk with the dogs. If you don't want to watch me do this writing, and put together my January journal. There we go. I just wanted to do this one just to kind of see how the layout's going to work. And so far, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So we did a scrap a day, January 1, decorated up here, got my journaling, and I'll do some more personal journaling in there. Kind of my thoughts on the year to come, maybe. And then on to January 2nd, which I'm looking at the time, and I don't think I'm going to record this one. But I will say this was when I started feeling sick. Oh, I got to remember this is a pocket too. I guess I don't have to use it as a pocket if I don't have anything. Robert started working on our deck because dun, 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 I'm getting a greenhouse. Love it. That's the same picture. That's cool. And this was the day I heard all those coyotes. Whoa, what happened? Yikes. Yikes. So I know I want to use this, but I'll play around with this. This will be what goes on my page. Yeah, my voice is getting ready to give out. So I'm excited. January 1st is done. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.